afternoon. I'm Gordon Spears from Shiloh Dairy in Wisconsin. With all the talk in Washington these days about the Green New Deal, I wanted to introduce you to the Green Old Deal. And the Green Old Deal are cows, and how they participate in recycling, and they're a part of the solution, not part of the problem. So let's take a minute, wander out to the feeding center, and I'll show you what I mean. So here we are out in the feeding center, and I'm going to talk about the feeds that we put together to build the cow's ration for the day. We have two different kinds of feeds. We have primary feeds, and then we also have commodity feeds that are byproducts. For the primary feeds, we've got three of them. We start a cow's ration. She's a fiber-eating animal. We start her with corn silage. She's going to eat 22.5 pounds of dry matter corn silage. That's represented in this pile here. Corn silage is high in fiber and good energy. We also bring in alfalfa. We're feeding about 6 pounds of dry matter of alfalfa. Alfalfa is taking a legume that's high in protein and high digestibility traits, and we mix that into the ration, and that's the basis of the fiber for the cow's ration. The third primary ingredient we use is ground corn, and we're feeding about 8.7 pounds of ground corn again. And this is just taking the whole kernel of corn and grinding it up fine so the cow can eat it. Now we move into byproducts, and this is the recycling story of a cow. The first byproduct that we're adding in is cottonseed. It's referred to as fuzzy cottonseed. And it is a byproduct of the cotton industry. After the t-shirts and textiles are made, the cotton is taken out of the plant. What's left over is the cottonseed. It's high in fat and high in fiber, and it's a really good feed for the cows. I can't eat this and survive on it, but a cow can eat this and digest it and produce milk and meat from eating of the cottonseed. So very good feed for the cows. Secondly, we're adding canola meal. Canola meal is a byproduct of the canola oil industry. They take the canola seed, crush it, and get the oil out of it. Here, the first ingredient on this is vegetable oil, either soybean or canola oil. So the canola oil, the humans have taken the goodness out of the canola seed. What's left over is a meal that we feed to the cows. It's highly digestible for them, but again, I can't eat this and make something of it. The human goodness has been taken out of it. The third byproduct that we feed is called wet corn gluten feed. This also comes as a dry product. We're receiving it wet now. They take the corn, they heat it up, it goes through a fermentation and a mechanical process where the starch comes out of it. The starch is then converted into sugars through enzymes, and what's left over is called wet corn gluten feed. What's taken out in the starch is what's converted to sugars. You get high fructose corn syrup, and that is the number one ingredient. Well, we got water and then high fructose corn syrup in your Coca-Colas and your sodas. So it's a byproduct of the soda industry, and this is a really good protein, digestible fiber for the cows. They do very well on it. So we've got 6.2 pounds of dry matter of this. As it's a wet product, there's some water in it, so it looks like a little more than 6 pounds. The third, or another byproduct we feed is molasses. So the sugar cane from Louisiana is harvested. They squeeze out the juice. They take out the easily crystallizable sugar for human consumption. And what's left over is a molasses product that we use. It's still got some sweetness in it, some sugars. It's good for the cows, but again, the human goodness has been taken out of it. And that molasses product is an important piece of the cow's ration. We've taken the sugar out of it. The cows eat what's left. Minerals. Cows need some micro minerals, some macro minerals, and some other vitamins and things. So we feed about 2.4 pounds of minerals. Even some of the products in here are recycled. The copper that's in this is obtained through the recycling of computer circuitry. The recycled products, they're sucking the copper out of it. It's digestible for the cattle, and that's where they get their minerals and their nutrients from. And again, that's all recycled products as well. The other product that we feed is fat. That's palm oil is harvested. The goodness of the oil is taken out for cosmetics and other human purposes. We're not eating that, but what's left over is the fat, and this is a palmatic fat. It's very concentrated energy, fat for the cows, and important part of the ration as well. So altogether here we've got 60 pounds of product, of which 38% of that is coming from things that the humans have taken their goodness out of, and the cow goes and digests what's left after humans have taken the human goodness out of it. They're digesting that and converting that into high quality fat and protein, milk, butter, cheese, meat. So the bovine is doing her part in recycling long before recycling was cool. In exchange for this 60 pounds of food that we've given to the cow, she gives back to us each and every day on our farm. She's giving back 11 gallons of milk, and because this is a 2% milk fat, and our milk's 4%, 11 gallons of milk and 2 pounds of butter. So that's kind of a cute recycling story that we have about cows. Another product that we feed here is distiller's grains, and that's from the result of the ethanol distilling or whiskey distilling market. And like a good Midwesterner, you would take the whiskey distillers and you'd mix that up with the coke that's been a byproduct of your corn, and you'd have yourself a good weekend. I hope you find this video enjoyable.